Brace yourself, sports and music fans, because every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Arizona time is GO time. Introducing one of the hottest, most entertaining, and downright addictive podcasts you'll ever need. PD&J was good today. Hosted by none other than J-Dub the King and Pocket. These two dynamic personalities will keep you on the edge of your seat with their unique blend of humor, storytelling, and knowledge of sports and entertainment. And you know what makes it even better? They're live on YouTube and Facebook, so you can join the conversation and be a part of the action. We're always on the lookout for awesome guests to join us on the show. So if you think you've got what it takes to hang out with J-Dub the King and Pocket, then slide into our inbox at J-Dub the King. That's JDUBBTHAKING. And let's make some magic together. So what are you waiting for? You don't want to miss a single episode. See you on Wednesday.
Anywhere that you want to be, and to make just right for you and me. Let me know, baby girl, what you want to see. Yeah. From north to south to the east to the west, no contest, rhyme with the best, smell so good. Think twice, smoking with the vet. Watch your mouth, watch your head. Don't test me. What you say, get the clear. Don't test me. Been the dust and swim. Don't test me. Been rice beat.
Ooh, don't test me. Oh, listen here, brother. Oh shit, here we go. What the fuck is in your cup?
I got that drink in my cup.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Brand new week. Brand new Wednesday. As you can see, he already turned up. I'm turned up. This is great Wednesday. Great
Turned
show.
up for what?
Welcome to a brand new episode of PD&J What's Good Today. I'm your host, Jay.
Go Wednesday. You know it's my Wednesday. Go Wednesday. No, sorry. Wait. It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It is D-Day. It is. They didn't drop the charges on, did y'all? They dropped the charges.
Anyway, how was your vacation last week? We didn't have a show last week. This man was on
so
vacation.
wound up right now.
He's still turned up. Anyway, let's just get right into it.
Vacation's over?
Yes, it is. We back to work. Yeah, we back to work now. Back to work, right? Right? Yeah. You had fun while you was at it, right? Nice shirt though. I like the basketball.
You Sunsman can touch that. You can touch here.
You know what? You was literally about to get an undisputed uppercut right now.
And you would have missed. It's like an undisputed.
Good. Anyway, great episode. Let's just get right into it. We got family on the show.
I gotta do it.
I can't say that they're guests, right?
It's DJ. So we gotta do it differently this time. It's DJ Nino and T-Quest. I know that's T-Quest. What? T-Quest. I know that's T-Quest. What? T-Quest. I know that's T-Quest. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord. What's good, bro?
I had to give a love. I'm sorry. I had to do what I did.
Yeah.
I'm like, you gotta show love.
Let's go back to the song. Jesus. Oh, I love that.
Thanks for tuning in. This is going to be a very good show. A very good show. I'm glad that y'all are back with us. How y'all been though?
Oh, we're fantastic.
What she said.
He ain't talking to me no more.
It's Wetness Wednesday. We in the building. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah. Let's just get this out the way right now. What have y'all been up to? Actually, this is what have y'all set a date yet?
Hey, this is why you can't be telling people.
We screwing it too hard though.
See what I'm saying? I mean, let's put it like this. There's no need to rush to set a date when you got a lifetime together. You know what I'm saying? So,
ooh.
Wait, look what she did though. She tried to do a slide though. Wait, hold on. Look what she doing.
Hey, I gotta take a page out real quick. Let me write that down real quick. I might need to use that real quick. You know what I mean?
that's what we doing.
Well, look what she doing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my glasses. Let me fix my glasses.
Just my glasses. ahead, y'all. Show that love.
Power couple, man. That's
Yeah,
why I like
man. I mean, we having fun. You know what I mean? We having fun. We living life. You know what I mean? We living life. We ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it'll happen. You know what I mean? It'll happen.
Bet. Love it.
But they both grinning way too hard for me, man. They're grinning way too hard. That's what I
That's
like.
love.
You have to.
That's what I like to
You know
see.
what I'm saying?
That
Yes.
smile, like we can see the gums in the back.
God damn.
I
Damn.
said, look at that.
Damn.
See the gums in the back.
Why are you calling them Rasputin them?
No, you said Rasputin.
Because you referred to the movie.
I didn't know. I said the gums in the back.
That's on the movie.
But I ain't talking about the movie. I'm talking about I can see
Man.
them gums, bro.
Man.
I can see the little dangly thing in the back of the throat because it's starting so hard.
Oh, shit. Oh, God damn.
That's what's supposed to happen. When
they
you're
say.
happy and you in love, you don't understand, bro. You don't understand. She get giddy when he talk. He get giddy when she talk. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Hey, that line was cold, though.
Oh, well, damn.
That line was cold, though. I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, so, Nino, you got some projects in the works coming up?
I mean, I got a few projects coming up. You know what I mean? I got a project coming out with Quest.
Hold on. You've been sitting on something. Y'all, hold on. Quest, what's good? Give me an exclusive here. Give me an exclusive. What's going down?
First of all, you're asking Nino a question. He's answering it. So I don't want to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let y'all rock. And then I'm away from my cheering.
So tell me about this project you got with Quest. I'm interested in this one.
I mean, what it is, we've been doing a lot, but we haven't put nothing out yet. You know what I'm saying? You know how you start and you stop, you start and you stop, you start and you stop.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to put those things that we have been putting together. We're gonna finally make them a project instead of pieces of work that we're doing because we got enough of them. So
are you producing it?
Let's just say I'll be heavily involved in it.
Okay.
I'll be heavily involved.
So Quest, tell me, how did this come about? How did this project come out? And when is it dropping?
Why do you automatically assume it's a certain type of project? It could be anything that he's talking about. He didn't give you no details. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But everything starts with pillow talk, and you know,
Take that.
when you just
Oh shit! Damn!
No, I think
You had to slide it in there, right? I should have hashtag that. I should have had knowing Nino. I should have hashtag that.
Absolutely. But all jokes aside, at the end of the day, even though we are life partners, we are business partners. So we're always having constant conversations about different things, dropping ideals, you know. So we're working on a few things. And like you said, we're just putting things together because one thing I don't want to do is what I used to do in the past, but tell people about things before it actually is complete. Because you never know when life be lifing and then you got put on hold and then people start asking questions. So right now we just want to make sure everything is in order before even talking about exactly what we're talking about.
Okay.
But we're working on some things.
But there's something in the works, though.
It's always something in the works.
Man, I can't wait. I'm anticipating it.
Well, I'm gonna speak it like this: success is on the way, even more, even more. I'm gonna speak it like it is.
I like that.
So
We don't need to know the project. I'm gonna put it like that. Your success is on the way, triple fold. We're gonna put it like that.
I want to deep dive real quick because
Well, actually, before we even get to the deep of the dive, the dive of the deep. The one thing I've been asking for, I asked our previous guest, how are you guys being impacted with all of this political / economic change that's going on? Like how are you guys being affected in your business? Because you're business owners, right? And some things obviously, is a little bit different. How are you being affected?
I'll keep it a buck. Honestly, that tariff nonsense that's going on is messy. You know what I mean? It's messy because when you have to count on suppliers, now I got to before I could just do things. Boom, boom, boom. It's done. I know what I need. I can place this order. It's done. And if they didn't have it, I had multiple places to go. Now, those same people that I go to, now the prices can vary. It can vary one day to the next. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm good, and the next day I'm like, what the hell? What is going on, man? What the hell is going on?
And that's not on just merchandise. That's on food too.
Yeah,
It's
well,
crazy.
It's definitely on for that.
It's on everything.
Sometimes music. Sometimes where you get your beats.
Oh,
or whatever, you know.
But see, here's the thing about it though, and I don't know if T-Quest, because T-Quest is all hat in one, so I don't know if she can contest to that. But as far as like with beat makers go, like I've seen people try to tax people based off, you know what I mean? And we understand that yesterday's price isn't today's price. I get that. I understand that. But you can't tell me that by you doing the exact same thing on the price that you made yesterday, right? What have you done
To change your price.
to change your price?
That's another thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you
Have you had that experience, T-Quest?
Well, to be honest, everything we do, we don't charge people at the price if you base it off of the quality of work we do and the expertise. We always lowball ourselves
It's facts.
because in our mind, it's all about building longevity relationships. And slow money is better than no money. Now, we're not going to be like, okay, you can get this $1,000 work for $2. You're not that crazy. But at the same time, we understand things and like, okay, what we could do is at this price. Does that work for you? You know what I'm saying? Because I always tell people, as a business owner, you have to put yourself in the mindset of the consumer too. You know, what would you like if you was a consumer? That's like, well, this is what we can do. What's your budget? Not asking your budget to see how much we can milk from you. Asking your budget to see what we can realistically do to help you obtain your goal within your budget as close as we can.
Facts. And if we're close, we can make that happen. That is. If it's close, we can make it happen. For real. If it's close, we can
But have you ever been put in a position to where a consumer, a client, would try to get over? And what I mean by that is like, okay, look, you're in a position to where you're already lowballing yourself, as you said, right? But the client tries to take advantage and try to get the most work out of the cheapest price available.
Okay, one thing I'm going to do right now, let's not use the word lowball. As you know, I don't like those type of words. What we're going to say is you make a competitive price for quality work. Because the quality, we know you do our work. It's a competitive price for quality work. Although you don't go for your man hours or woman hours, or you want your hours per person.
I don't even like using the word competitive with them. It's reasonable. It's fair.
It's competitive.
It's fair.
It's competitive. Because I tell you what, the work that they do, like, because she threw the number out there, and I'm going to say it, they could charge $1,000.
They could.
And it would be legit for $1,000.
But it also goes into what she was just talking about, building relationships. We have relationships with these two, right? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, when we need work done, they're not gonna hit us over the head. You understand what I'm saying?
I ain't talking about us. I'm talking about Joe Schmo from the Kokomo.
And they'll do, and that's
and
what I
they'll
love.
give them a good deal
And
too.
that's why I love having them on the show, because at the end of the day, we see on social media about, okay, we see two sides of the coin when it comes to black businesses. We see the side of the coin, support black businesses, this, that, and everything else. But on the other side of the coin, we see, well, this is the reason why I don't
shouldn't support.
Yeah, I don't support. You know what I mean? The lady that was trying to do her,
what
I mean, and all this other stuff, and we see that. But they
or
are
lady with the sheen bag.
Exactly. But they are the prime definition of
supporting black
business.
business. That's why I said
it's not even
quality
black
work.
business. It's good business.
It's
period.
Quality work for not even a premium, for a quality price, not a premium, a quality.
But going back to that question, have y'all ever been in a position, or a situation where the client would try to take advantage of you?
Absolutely. But it doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Because like I love the ones that be like, how much is this? I'm like, well, we can do it for this. Oh, well, I got this from over here and they charge me. And I'm like, okay.
We'll go there.
They don't say that. They say they only charge. They got to say that. They only
There you go.
charge me this. They only charge.
You know what's funny? One of my friends who's got a small business, and he said, "Oh, well, let me see what they're doing for it."
Who's that?
And then they'll show them like, "Well, that ain't even what I'm doing. Like, here's what you get with me."
We're not even doing the same thing. We're not
Go
doing
ahead
the
with Mickey
same
Mouse. Go ahead with Mickey Mouse. Go ahead.
I love the ones that come to us and ask us things and then they go somewhere else and then they're mad with the end result and then they come back. Now we got to put the tax on it for.
And the thing about it, look, and this is why I love working with the circle of business people that I have in my circle. Like T-Quest and Nino know when it comes out to me making a run, and I call T-Quest or I call Nino and I say, look, I got this coming out. I need this, this, and this, right? They got me on what I need them to do for me, right? Some things might take longer to get back than normal or what expected, right? And yeah, the human in me is like, what's going on? Why is it taking so long? But
That's
I know
you.
the quality. I know the quality of what I'm getting. T-Quest has hit me up and said, no, we have to redo some shit. I didn't like that shit. we gonna redo this. You know, I need more time. All right, go ahead. You know what I mean? But that's also another thing. They keep that line of communication open, right? There are some business people out there that you make an agreement with, or you go into a contractual agreement with, whatever case may be, and they'll fall by the wayside. You lose contact with them, right? I love dealing with them because if I don't hit them up, they'll hit me up with an update. If something goes, like they keep me updated in the process.
So let me ask this question. When you look at it, what he just said, how did y'all come with that business model? And I asked that question because there's a lot nowadays where if something goes wrong or something doesn't look right, they don't say anything. And they're like, well, if you don't reach out to me, I ain't reaching out to you.
Yep.
What made you go to that business model of, you know what, let's stay on top of this?
It all stems from being a client or a customer myself. I always look at things from every perspective. And I use that as a blueprint for how I deal with people personally and when it comes to business. I remember when I first started and I needed certain things and work with people and how they handled me or how they dropped. I don't want to say drop the ball because Pocket has a weird thing with these words. But, you know, things.
Get him! Get him!
I listen very intently, too. People think I'm not listening. I'm like, I heard that.
I'm just saying, I'm just want to respect. If certain words, you know, like pineapples, you know, is too much, then I'm going to change my words.
Don't say that to Pocket. Please don't. Don't. You're about to start something. Damn it. Now I got to do it. 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 Pineapple.
It's a very great fruit.
Wow.
It's a very great fruit, especially as a juice. But when it comes to that, it's like the way people have handled me, I know I wouldn't want to be handled like that. So once I got on the other side, I'm like, you know what? This is how you treated me as a customer. I'm going to make sure now that I don't need you. I'm going to take your job. And then I'm going to make sure I don't treat the next person like that. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about looking at it from different, like where we treat people with kindness, love, respect, open communication, because that's the way we desire to be treated. So, Nino, would you like to chime in?
Let me ask you this, and Nino, I want to get both of y'all perspective on this, but I want to start with Nino, right? Being the power couple and the power struggle structure that you guys have, right? Multiple different business ventures, both entrepreneurs, both have come to collectively together from individual spaces. You guys already had your individual space, came together. As that structure is building, what are the struggles that you guys have faced as a couple that are entrepreneurs building an empire?
I'll tell you one of the things that happened um, is when folks found out we was a couple. You know what I'm saying? And all of a
Elaborate.
sudden, there was some folks that didn't necessarily. I mean, they honestly they were fans of hers. You know what I'm saying? And then when they found out she wasn't in that space that were available for them, you know what I'm saying? That she is a claimed woman, that she is my woman. It's like, nah, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, is it just on me? Are they still here? I'm not sure. Oh,
Yeah, we here.
all right.
We putting it on you right now.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, when they found out that she was a taken woman, especially when they found out she was a fiance, a lot of people got up in their feelings. They was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good with that." Even though we had done numerous, numerous projects for folks, and then when honestly, when we watch what they are doing now, um, still years later, it's not even on the same level of stuff that we were doing back then. You know what I mean? And honestly, we're better now. You know what I'm saying? We are better now than we were then. And we watched their subpar work um, because they upset that my baby is no longer out there for that weak ass flip I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is.
Oh my god.
Well, am I wrong in the question?
No, not at all.
Look, she is actually blushing.
She really is. She really is. So T Quest, what
Yeah.
about you?
She don't know what to say right now. Look at
She
her.
don't.
No, it's because I'm blushing and smiling now, but I didn't in that moment because I was actually upset because there's no reason that I worked hard for so many years as an individual that certain people literally cut. Like I had like longevity with certain people as clients,
That is facts.
and they found ways to stop working with me because of my personal relationship. You know what I'm saying? I've never been in a relationship out in the open. People know anything. People always know me as T Quest. She's gifted, she's talented, adorable, so that made them happy. And I'm just like, just because I'm in a relationship,
Wait,
now
El
it's like,
Nino. Hold on, T Quest. El Nino, you don't like when she called herself adorable. I saw that. You
I
wanted to
saw
call
that
her-
face.
You wanted to say
I saw
something
that
else.
face.
You wanted to say something.
I saw
you
that
more than
face.
adorable. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. Speak up. Say
Anyway,
what's check.
no, so T Quest. So I want you to elaborate because there's a lot of viewers that we have, right? And I've had people hit me up in my DMs in regards to, well, the woman or the spouse that I'm with, spouse, male, female, whatever case may be, they're trying to build something. They feel differently about it. They, because I deal with a lot of we deal with a lot of different entrepreneurs, right? We help set up people in different aspects of their business, right? So I hear a lot of feedback. And one of the most common denominators that I hear about the struggle that they're having between the two is outsiders, right?
mhm.
What was the first time that because you elaborated and said that once you made it public, clients started distancing themselves from you. Like, explain that first experience to me.
Well, one of them was like a big client because we was working with like a record label, which means we're doing work for all their artists. You know what I'm saying? But in their mind, they're like, okay, so we know they do a show together. So it's like she's doing her thing over here, he's doing his thing over here. We're building their artists, making them great, getting all this stuff for them. But as soon as they realized that we were a union, the big man in charge was like, oh, well, we're about to start doing some different things, moving in different directions. And I'm like, it's crazy how you would hinder your artist just because you can't take T-Quest out. It's
And
crazy.
this and that's the crazy part about it, because outside of the industry, outside of the music industry, let's put it into everyday perspectives, right?
Yeah.
We see that happen in everyday couples, right? How do y'all deal with that outside noise? Not from the business aspect, but let's go personal. Family, friends, whatever you want to call it, that outside noise. How do you deal with that?
Let's give it a buck. Honestly, we don't have any. Our families love each other. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Her family loves me. My family loves her. I don't have that problem. My friends, my circle love her. You know what I'm saying? And her people love me. It's none of that issue. It's none of that issue because we don't present as a couple that has issues or drama. You know what I mean? That's not us. That's not us. We not out there arguing or causing. That's not us. That's not me. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not arguing with my lady. I'm for what? I don't do that. I don't even like being around that energy. You know what I mean? It's not good for me. You know what I mean? Years ago, I dealt with that energy. You know what I mean? Years ago, I dealt with that energy, and I told myself, I'm worth more than that. Then I got to be out there on these streets arguing with people. Yeah, for what? Why am I going to even talk about that or deal with that? Because it's not necessary.
You know what I honestly love about y'all too, and I just realized this. I literally just realized this. Right now.
So while he was talking, you realized.
I realized.
Go 11.
I keep, even from my sister at a young age, I've always told her to own her self-worth. Know your value and own your self-worth, right? Even to my kids, even my wife, I preach that. Know your self-worth, own it, right? The one thing I love about y'all too, as individuals, y'all both know y'all self-worth, but collectively as well, they know they work, right? That's powerful for me.
Well, I want to take it up a notch because I think you missed the whole point. They don't compromise their worth.
You're not
and
supposed
that's
to.
The most valuable point
and that's you're
to
not
be made as business owners. You don't compromise your worth. You take your worth, and like you said, you were hurt when you lost some of those big accounts. But you know what you did? You used it as a stepping stone to get to the next one.
Exactly.
Oh, and the thing about it, T-Quest and Nino, both of them can contest. How our relationship started was off reluctancy on me. It wasn't on them. It was on me. Go ahead, T-Quest. Go ahead. There, that laugh right there.
But I get it because when you're dealing with just people in general, in person, online, when you've been through things in life, you know, you start to form like trust issues. You know, so you was like, I don't know, can I trust this person? Can I not? You know what I'm saying? Like, what exactly do you do? Let me check your page. Let me check your followers. Let me check your views. Even though that doesn't always determine if people are legit, depending on the situation, it's all about the actual work. But you know, we met online in a group, and you said needed some things. I'm like, I do that still. Let's have a conversation. And Jada was very hesitant, but I get that. I'm so used to it now in the business. Like I get it because I would be the same way too. You don't know me, I don't know you, but I'm just like the work speaks for itself.
Look, it took like a week and a half for me and her talking. Like straight up, I kid you not. Everything that she just mentioned, I researched her. I was running her pedigree.
You talking to me like I don't know the story,
Man, that
and the fact that now I got your side of the story, and like, okay, that makes a lot more sense to me now.
I was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes a lot more sense to me. I'm like, huh?
And then she did the work for us, and I'm like, you know what? And I'm loyal. If you do good work for me, I'm gonna do good work for you.
See, that's where I draw the line. It's not about good. You got the best. You know,
Oh shit! Here we go. Here we
you
go.
know, if it was good, it wouldn't have got. I wouldn't have never said okay.
No.
So
The thing about it, T-Quest and Nino, I think before y'all did any work for us for the show, y'all didn't mind revamp my EBK for me. I think you did that, and I had a single coming out, and they had set up my EPK for me. I'm like, yo, this shit is dope. You know what I
it was
mean?
funny. So here's what it is to sell me on you. Like, man, check this out. I was like, I looked at it like, oh, that's actually.
And I'm like, yo, they do commercials too, bro. We could get the shit.
Like, he's like, and this is what he's doing. He's spitting on my ear, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, let me take a look, because if you, I think we gave you a little bit of my background. My mother, Archbishop Nemesis Durant, God rest her soul, one of the pioneers of gospel music all across the world, across the United States. So when it comes to certain things, she showed me certain things to look at when you're looking at people's work. Just like with music, 20 seconds, you can tell if it's a hit or not. And different things like that.
It depends how long that intro is.
There you go.
That's what I'm doing. That you might want to give him 45. If that intro, hey, there's some intros that be epic.
But the thing is, with intros with me, if the intro is good, you might catch me in that 20 seconds. But if it's not, you better do something real good to get to that 45, because y'all know in music, 45 seconds is a lifetime. It's a lifetime. And if it ain't right,
that could be the whole song now.
Exactly.
Nowadays.
Bad. Look, my uncle. So everybody know that's tuned in, that's frequent viewers, and I gotta thank T-Quest and Nino. I just dropped a new single, Don't Test Me. Everybody knows this. But my uncle back in Florida, right? He does music. He kind of indoctrinated me with the music to start with, right? So he called me when the video came out. He was like, bro, I can't stop listening to the song. I like the song, nephew, but why is it so short? I said, that's the music nowadays. And if I get radio play, like
ADHD,
you know what I mean? And I'm like, they even want a minute 45 right now for records. So what I'm doing is a long version compared to, like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. He's like, what? For real? I said, yeah.
So yeah, it's like, and I go by what you said.
Quick. Let me say this real quick. Real talk, J-Dub, and I'll say this. You're one that actually looks and you learn. You see what it is out there. You know what I mean? There's some people who are still doing them 5+ minute songs.
Really?
Yes.
And they're not getting played.
Are you serious? Well, I can see that. I can see that for like the line dances and shit like that. I can see that, right?
Line dances are different.
That's a whole,
that's a whole different.
But I'm gonna put. I know. You know what, Il Nino? I know where you're going with this, because you know who just came with an album and I just heard it for the first time. Oh God, dang! I forgot the name.
Go ahead,
An old school group.
Go ahead, Nino.
The old school group that came out with an album.
I mean, there's a lot of
There's a lot of them that just came out with
That's
albums.
what I'm saying. Dino, finish your point. Go ahead.
Because I can hear their song. Let's Get Married.
Jagged Edge.
Yes, they get with a new album, and it's too long. The song is too long.
I didn't even know they dropped a new album.
There you go. The song is like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm like, they could have cut that at 3.
Yeah, that's what it is. And let's give it a buck. Even songs that are out now that are hot, DJs ain't playing the whole 4-minute version. We not.
No.
You're not. You know what I'm saying? I saw your eyes, T-Quest over there. I know there are a lot of people who aren't in love with what DJs do now. Some of the songs, one verse, a hook, then boom, we into the next song. But nowadays, people don't want to hear.
I get it. Like, you trying to keep as a DJ, you're trying to keep the vibe up, especially if you're in a club environment and everything like that. But like, even with this younger generation, they are referring back to the old school. So even as a DJ, don't you feel like maybe change it up a little bit?
It depends. Well, it depends. There's some songs that will get a longer play. There were some songs that get longer play. There's some songs that honestly you want to just give them the heat. Boom, you get this, you're singing along, boom, boom, boom. And then the next song, you come up with heat. You want to keep building heat, heat, heat. Sometimes when that 5-minute song is on there, now people like, oh, what is this? I ain't even really feeling the song. It was a nice song back then. I ain't really feeling it. Give me something else.
He said it was just based off requests. I don't like the shit.
Well, and even then, even
Think
if
about the
somebody
birthday party.
give me the request, you not guaranteed the whole song. You know what I mean? Especially if it's one of them requests that don't fit what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person. I'm not one of them DJs. There's a lot of DJs out there that, yeah, there's a lot of people out there, DJs out there that do not take requests. You know what I mean? They do not take requests. Don't. They like, yeah, let me do what I do. Y'all paid me to DJ. Let me do what I do. And that's cool. But I also feel that's a bit arrogant. I'm here for the people. You know what I mean? If y'all tell me something that works, fine. I'll play it. You know what I mean? If I'm playing 90s, 2000 R&B, hip hop, and you give me a slap from that era that works, I'm gonna play it. Cause for what? You know what I mean?
Can you blend metal with R&B hip hop?
I can blend whatever with whatever.
I know that's right. Say that shit. I've seen it. That's why I asked that question.
No, wait. That was
Wait a minute.
That was a trick question.
Nino. Let me put this like that was very disrespectful. You know that, right?
No.
What is the thing? What is the thing?
Hold on. Look at that. He got to hold on. Move.
That was.
What's that song right there? There it is. See what I'm saying?
I just got to put that up.
But the whole thing is,
I'm just saying because people don't know this pedigree like I know
bro.
this pedigree.
The whole thing is that was disrespectful to ask him that type of question. You could have came out with a whole different angle.
What angle would you have came from?
Oh, you would actually the angle where it came from was like, so what is the most difficult type of mix you had to do that you made work?
There's no difficult mix for Nino.
Yeah,
But the whole thing is, I didn't say.
I know this. There's no.
But the whole thing is,
I've seen this man mix country, R&B, hip hop, and rock in a 7-minute set.
You know, you understand the question. You understand the question I'm doing.
Yeah, I understand the question. I'll say this, and I'm also not one of them DJs that's just taking any gig because I don't think every DJ is qualified for every gig. You know what I'm saying? I don't. One of the more challenging, and it turned out easy. One of the more challenging mixes I had to do an Indian.
Oh my
party.
God!
Like Indian as in India.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I had to do a party for them, and speaking to the people, you know, I talked to them. They're like, "Nah, we just want you to do this, and that." I'm like, you know what? Why the hell not?
Did you play that Busta Rhymes cut?
I should have. No, they didn't want to hear none of that. They didn't want to hear none of that stuff. They didn't want to hear Punjabi. And if I'd have played Arab Money, they probably would have a problem in that place. But I might have got away with playing that Punjabi joint with Jay-Z. I might have got away with playing that. But I talked to him and I did the research. And I looked. I said, you know what? I can do this. Because the people were cool. And when I did it, when I did the event, they were like, you could not have known that I basically kind of freestyled that event from that week. You know what I mean? I did the research. I looked the stuff up, and I didn't do what people do nowadays. Ask random DJs, yo, do you have an Indian music crate? That's what they do. You add this. Because I don't trust people. I don't know if you're sending me trash. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're trying to
So what was that catalog for that night though? Like just some examples of what you played.
I don't remember the names of those songs. But what I did, I went and studied. You know what slapped. You know the Indian slaps. I went and studied what worked. I studied what worked. And then I listened to it. Then I figured out I put together some crates of songs that I knew worked not because somebody gave them to me, but because I researched them and I know they worked. You know what I mean? I looked at parties that they were doing, and I saw.
And so
I'm,
what
I'm,
I'm hearing
wait,
from
wait, wait.
him,
I'm gonna step in right there. So, as y'all know, words, research,
Facts.
study,
and from what I'm hearing from him,
and then bang.
and from what I'm hearing from him, he had a collective. He had crates. So that means he probably played some American hip hop. He probably played a little bit of this, a little bit of that. He played some traditional hijab music. He played. You had crates.
Yeah, I had crates that worked.
Okay.
Because when I was doing it, I'm looking, as me,
Still in the crowd.
I'm looking at them. I'm like, oh, I'm killing it. I'm saying, I'm like, I'm killing this. I'm looking at them, they're killing it. They pointing back, they all dancing. I had one person dance. Somebody came up after the party. They said, "This man never dances." They pointed to someone to do. They said he never gets up. He never gets up.
You know what?
That's where you could. Hey,
Wait. As a DJ, that's when you know you
that's
did
when
your shit.
you know
you
you're
did
doing
it.
your shit.
Yeah,
So here's
that
the
was
question for the both of you. T Quest, when you see Nino DJ, you can know when he's getting in his vibe and he's getting in his bag, and you can see the crowd vibe. How does that make you feel? And vice versa. Nino, you seen when T Quest, you know what I mean? And vice versa.
I was waiting for it.
Like, because here's the thing, though, because I want our viewers, especially the ones that are married, right? And the ones that are trying to build that empire.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. The ones that support, because what happens, building an empire is one thing, but you have to support each other in their ventures.
Correct. And I'm going to get into that. But like when you're trying to build an empire, especially when you have separate entities that's coming together and they're building one entity inconclusive to their own, right? That comes with the support of what you're talking about, right? So how do you feel when you see each other doing what they do?
Well, when I say I am Nino's number one fan, there's no comparison. You know what I'm saying? When we at the events and he's doing what he's doing, like I run in front of everybody so I can record it. And it's to the point now they know that I'm coming, so they automatically step out the way. That's how much they know how much I love what my man does. And when he flex on these hoes, okay? And I be like, I can tell when he leaning, when he chilling, but he's such a chill dude that he be going hard without even look like he going hard, but he going hard. You know what I'm saying? And then when I just feel so excited. They just see it in my face and my energy, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Your partner is your partner, not your competition. Because when he shine, I shine, we shine. So
say that one. Say that again. Say that. Stop right there. Time out. No, people in the back need to literally hear what you just said. Say that one more time.
When he shine, I shine.
Before that, your partner ain't your what?
Your partner is not your competition. You know what I'm saying? It's not like when I you don't understand. When you see us in person, you see exactly what I mean. Like he's so gifted and so talented. It is just an honor just to be there witnessing it. And I'm in awe every single time because I know so many people, but when you see somebody in their authentic bag, it's like watching art come to life. And I'm here for it because I'm a lover of music. You know what I'm saying? But it's true. I'm a lover of music. It's rare that I can actually be a fan of somebody's work, even though I love to be a fan of somebody's work, you know? So as an artist looking at a DJ do his thing, it's incredible. I love people shining in their art and actually know what they're doing. It's
Nina?
It's a beautiful thing.
No, that's real. Because I share that same thought. She's my biggest fan. I'm her biggest fan. You know what I mean? When I see her truly doing her thing, and in her joy, that makes me happy. You know what I mean?
So Nino, let me ask you, when did you know Quest is in her zone and she going in her back?
You can see it. You can see it. You literally can see it. You know what I mean? I know she says about me, because people have told me I don't. I'm more of the don't never let them see you sweat kind of thing. So I'm chill. You know what I mean? Even though I'm working my ass off, you know what I mean? The average person may
You
not
make it
do
look
that.
easy.
Yeah, that's yes. I was told by um damn, I forgot his Questlove. I remember I was in the DJ contest. Questlove was one of the judges. Questlove told me, you need to make it look harder. He said, because you make it look too damn easy. And we're not judging you appropriately because you too laid back. And for a time, I called it acted like it was hard. I'm acting like this is tough. But then I'm like, nah, that's corny to me. I said I want to be me and just do it the way I do it. You know what I mean? No need to fake the funk. You know what I mean? But
Right. You're like
once,
basically judge me off my talent,
yes,
not my
yes,
expression.
yeah, I'm not going to be in there. I'm not going to make it look like I'm struggling just to make you feel better about what I'm doing. I've been doing this a long time, and back then, I remember it was 1996. I still remember. It was
Freaknik area. Goddamn.
I was in Japan.
Hey, out shit. Atlanta, Florida, motherfucking DC, it was turning up 96, 97,
yeah,
98.
there it is.
I'm just
there it
saying.
is. Yep.
Man, were you
I
even
was
old enough
saying,
to turn up? You were still drinking Similac, wasn't you?
No, I wasn't.
yeah,
Oh, my
she
bad.
was. She might have been. Not me.
Damn,
She
T Quest. Oh shit. Got him.
You know what I'm saying? Say Nino. I heard you. No, I'm sorry. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. This is jokes. We just
Oh.
we just having fun.
She gonna get him later.
Hey, look,
She's like,
look, some real stuff though. I'm gonna make an effort to get out to Florida. I got family in Florida I actually need to go see, right? So when I come out to Florida, I definitely need to link up with y'all. You know what I mean? If there's some shows involved, holla at your boy Nino. I need you to DJ for that shit. T-Quest, if you could host that shit, that'll be perfect. I'm just planting the seeds right now. You know what I mean? But I definitely got to get out there. You know what I mean? So,
big state, so you can't be at the bottom. Well, we at the top talking
well,
about.
I'm gonna be in.
I'm here.
I'm gonna be in the Tampa area.
That is Tampa. 4 or 5 hours away. Tampa's kind of far. You know what I'm saying?
don't look at me, man. You don't know Florida.
I love when people do that. They be like, "I've been here."
Help me, please. Help me.
You on your own with that one.
Nigga, help me.
You on your own with that one.
Yeah, people used to do that when I first came down, when I first moved down to Florida, because I'm originally from Jersey. So some of my Jersey heads was gonna be like, "Yo, I bet you in Miami all the time, right?" And I'm like, "What? What you talking about?" I said, "I bet you in Miami every other weekend." I'm like, "Wait a minute." I said, I said, Miami is 6 hours away from me.
Damn.
6-7 hours away from me.
Damn.
It's like, wait a minute. I'm like, this ain't New Jersey. New Jersey, you can go from the top of the state to the bottom in like 3.5 hours. From the bottom of the state to the top. I mean the top where it's mountains and snow and skiing and all that. That's like 3.5 hours. I'm like, I told one person because they didn't understand it. They was like, you still in Florida. I'm like, imagine if just
You
for
gotta
the hell
take a
of it.
flight. That's the flight.
I said, imagine if just for the hell of it, I decided to drive to North Carolina. And they was like, that's far as hell. I said, that's the same distance as me driving from my house to Miami.
Now.
There's like, damn. I'm like,
Damn.
leaving Atlantic City to go to North Carolina is like 6 hours, right? And I said, that's the same distance as me driving from my house to Miami. And it was like, damn, I didn't think about it like that. I'm like, that's what it is, man. It's crazy.
And so that
I'm not
actually
just driving to
makes-
Virginia. I'm driving through Virginia. I'm going.
well,
to
that
Yeah.
kind of makes me rethink some shit because I got people that want me to go out to Tampa, Homestead, Jacksonville, Miami.
Ain't none of that shit
Yeah, that's a
close.
lot.
That's what I.
None of that is
And
close.
listening to what my man just
None
said,
of that is
I
close.
just realized that. Thank you, Pocket.
You better be on a 3-week vacation.
Yeah,
You gonna need it.
Tampa to Miami is probably 4 hours.
It's about
It's
yeah.
probably
It's
4
4.
hours.
I've done
It's
that
probably
one.
about 4,
Yeah,
it's
about
probably
four, 4.5.
That's like from here to Vegas, but you talking about 6 hours? That's like from here to L.A. with traffic.
That's what you got to think about it. You got to put that in your head, like, yo, driving from, like, here in Jacksonville, a lot of things are within a half hour. So me driving a half hour to go, I'm used to that. You know what I mean? I can go on the other side of the town because there's a lot of highways here. I can go on the other side of town in a half hour, 40 minutes. You know what I mean? There's, I don't even know if y'all know, there's 2 guitar centers in Jacksonville. You know what I mean? 2 guitar centers, right? And they're 40 minutes apart.
Still, damn.
Yeah, they're 40 minutes apart. And they're both in Jacksonville, which is crazy to me. Which is crazy. I'm like, all right. So
Hey, yo, meet me at Guitar Center in Jacksonville. You better go to the right one.
facts.
God
Which
damn.
one you at?
Don't tell me that, T Quest. Look, I'll be at 5 different guitar centers. She'd be like, "Oh, well, I done already went home." I'm like, "Fuck."
Facts.
Well, first of all, there's only 2 in Jacksonville, so you have 5 of them. Where the hell you at?
Y'all don't know where you at.
Come on, Pocket. I didn't want to point that out, but
No, so Quest, I want to ask you this. You from Indiana, correct?
no, I'm from Connecticut.
Connecticut.
What the?
Okay.
Where's
So-
your geography
I
at,
used-
man?
when we met, I lived in Indiana, so I gave a pass.
That's where I got Indiana from. Thank you. Okay. But she's originally from Connecticut, so that kind of I don't have
Don't
a
even
question.
try it.
Yeah, I don't have a
Just
question
keep
anymore.
going. Just
No,
keep going.
I don't have a question anymore. Go
I'm
ahead.
nosy, so I want to know what was going
No,
on.
I was gonna ask you about the finals.
What the hell? She said she had a question, and you said you going.
No, she says she's nosy.
Yeah, she had a question.
I had the question.
She said she had a question.
T Quest, set the record straight, please.
I was being nosy, so I wanted to know the question that Jada was about to ask.
Thank you.
And you can still ask about the finals. What about it?
So Indiana, OKC, Halliburton goes down game 7. Was you for one? Was you even
First of all,
watching
you can't ask
the
El
finals?
Nino because, as you see, he actually understands championships. I'm just gonna point to my shirt.
Fuck
But go
you
ahead.
and the Lakers right now. I'm talking to T Quest.
So
And
you know,
Nino.
El Nino.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking
I
to
just went
Nino.
to
I'm
University
talking to
Mall.
Nino.
Got this. It's a basketball stitch jersey.
Don't pay
basketball.
No, we're not paying.
It's a real basketball
We're-
stitch.
we're-
Go ahead.
No,
See,
we're not.
It looks good, man.
Hey, it's kind of fire though. I kind of want one. Not the Lakers, but I kind of want one. Anyway,
Come to the dark side.
fuck you.
I thought this was a family show.
I mean, you see, like the Lakers. Lakers is going to age well. You can wear that.
Exactly. Thank you.
There's some of, if you get some of these other teams, it may be
Like
They
the
gonna
like the
age
Suns.
well.
Like the Suns.
They're gonna age
Like
well
the
after
Suns.
LeBron leaves. When LeBron leaves with Luca, they'll definitely win.
They
2
aging
titles.
now. They aging now.
No,
as well.
but I told you this. I
but-
told you this during the
Ask your
Luca
question.
trade.
Ask your question.
I told you this. I will, but I told you this during the Luca trade.
We
They
don't-
will
we don't wanna
not
talk
win a
basketball right now.
championship
We don't
with-
want to talk basketball right
damn.
now.
Anyway, T Quest.
I mean, they already won one with LeBron, but never mind.
They're not going to win.
Thank you.
They're not going to win one. Not with Luca and LeBron. They're not going to win one.
He's 40 years old, but never mind. Go ahead, T-Quest.
Did you watch the finals this year?
I usually come into the game around third and fourth quarter. But someone turned it off because he was over the game.
Nino, what happened? Damn! Damn!
Yeah, I'm like this. I was not, am not an Oklahoma City fan. For one, I don't like their star. I don't like the way he plays. I don't like the way he plays. It's annoying to me. And I don't like what I don't like how Oklahoma as a whole is officiated. You know what I mean? So I wanted Indiana to win.
Did you expect Indiana to be there?
No, of course not. Of course
Okay.
not. Of course
But
not.
when they
I
got
didn't
there,
expect-
you was rooting for them.
Well, it was. I was rooting against Oklahoma. You know what I mean? So whoever went against them,
with who we're against.
Didn't matter who it was, he's rooting
didn't
against
matter.
them. Yeah.
But I don't like the way Jalen Brunson plays either. So
I'm with you on that
would've
one.
been
Yeah,
It
that
would have
bully
been
ball.
It'd have been Jalen Brunson or SGA. It'd have been one of those kind of things. So, but
you turned the game off. Game 7, you turned it off.
When I said I came in like I
Facts.
normally do for the
See,
game, I
that's
got
what
uncomfortable. I looked up like, hey, where's the game?
and
'Cause I don't. Go ahead, babe.
I didn't mean to do it the way I did because she had literally just sat down.
He didn't mean to do it.
Don't look at me,
I
man.
was-
He didn't mean
I
to
was
do
so
it.
It's a Lakers
checked
thing.
out.
It's a
I was
Lakers
so
thing.
checked out the game. I'm like, nah, this is done. It's a wrap. I don't need to watch the coordination. Let me cut this off.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing with me. I agree with you. SGA is too talented to play like that.
Correct.
Facts.
He's
Especially
too talented to play like that.
Especially in the finals.
Like, where did you get this from? You were under Chris Paul. Chris Paul showed you how to play defense or whatever like that. You were already attached to the offensive player. Where did this come from? Where you're baiting calls?
Correct. I agree with that. I do agree with that. However, I've said it on this show. I've said it to you personally. I picked OKC to win it all. I actually wanted to see OKC versus Cleveland in the finals. I thought Cleveland was actually going to get to the finals.
And what did I say?
You said they wasn't. And you was right.
I told you first round knockout. You said no. Oh. And what happened?
They got knocked out in the second round. Yep, he did. He did. But as far as from the East Coast, when it comes to the NBA, I'm starting to see a lot of talent coming out the East than the West right now, team-wise.
The East has a lot of great talent in all avenues. Hello.
But I'm just saying, for years, they was talking about like dominant teams coming out the West, right? I am starting to see a shift in power. A lot of dominant teams are coming out the East.
What dominant
If
team?
you go facts, if you go top to bottom, if you pick 10 teams, it's still gonna be 7 from the West.
Bingo.
You think so?
So there's no.
Yeah.
It's 50-50 for me.
How is it 50-50?
So who
You got
who's in the
Indiana.
East now?
I'll still put the Knicks in there. I might still throw Philly in there, even after the
No.
horrible season that they had. I might
Philly
throw
won't be
Philly
a
in
top
there.
10 team.
I'll throw Boston in there, and then on top
Not
of
this
that,
year.
Bingo. Thank you.
Not
Keep
this
going.
year.
Keep going.
Boston. The only reason why Boston went down was because Tatum went down.
But the whole thing is they weren't winning the game when Tatum went down.
Facts.
Okay, I gave that.
Like the Knicks, you're talking about the Knicks. Now they got rid of the coach that got him.
Hey, yo, I want to see if Jason Kidd gonna take that job.
He didn't. They already said they couldn't talk to him.
Yeah,
Where
he's
you
like,
at?
Nah, son,
And the only reason why they can't talk to him because they gotta wait for the
No,
Oakland.
because Dallas said no. That's
Oh,
why.
they did. They did.
Dallas said no. You're not talking to him.
Man, I would love to see Jason Kidd coach the Knicks, especially.
I think that would have been a match made.
with,
That would have been
with
a
the
perfect
team
match.
that they got right now. Jason Kidd would be the coach for the Knicks right now.
I agree with that, but the Mavericks said no.
That's fucked up, bro. Hey, and the thing about it, when it comes to the Dallas Mavericks, it's the ownership that's fucking me up. It's not even Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban, a lot of people still think to this day, Mark Cuban owns the Dallas Mavericks.
No,
He is
majority.
not
He's not
majority owner of the Mavericks any longer. He only owns what, 25, 27% of the Mavericks?
I'm not even sure what the percentage is, but
I
it
don't
ain't
even know
over
it's that
50.
much.
You know what I mean? So what's his name? Neil, whatever the fuck his name is. He's the one calling
Matrix?
He's the one calling the
The
shot.
Matrix?
And the thing about it,
I don't think Keanu Reeves has anything to do with the Mavericks, but go ahead.
anyway. So with the draft being today, Dallas was projected, and I don't
Well,
know.
the draft they already drafted.
So Cooper Flag,
so-
they got Cooper Flag, right? Don't let the
It's
ownership
Dallas, yeah,
fuck
that's
that shit up.
Dallas. Yes,
Don't
Dallas.
let the ownership fuck that shit up.
It's not the ownership that
Bro, it's going to be the ownership that's going to fuck that up, bro. Because they didn't even offer Jason Kidd a contract extension. So this might be his last season. They did not offer Jason Kidd a extension. This might be his last
I could have
season.
sworn he signed an extension last.
No, he did not.
You sure?
I'm positive. They was talking about that today. Kyrie today signed a 3-year contract for 119.
Yeah, because he opted out of his.
Correct. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got Klay Thompson and everything like that, but the business side of it, the way that the ownership of Dallas right now.
Are you sure he did not sign a contract?
I'm pretty
he
sure
just signed one last year. That's why a multi-year extension.
For how much?
It doesn't say how much.
For how many years? What was the extension?
A multi-year extension. How long is this contract? Multi-year. It doesn't say. His previous contract would have ended this year.
This year,
but
right?
He already been
so
extended.
he probably got a 2-year extension last year. He probably. More than likely, they gave him a 2-year extension. Dallas and the ownership. It's not the franchise. It's the ownership of Dallas of what I question.
I don't think it's the ownership. I really don't.
You don't?
I don't question ownership. The thing is, like, here's what happened. Here's the thing that makes me excited for the Lakers. They showed majority stake to the Dodgers owner because they knew they didn't have the money to do what needed to get done. So they sold it for $10 billion. And guess what? They left Jeannie in charge. Like, Jeannie, you're still in charge because you understand how to run. And the Buss family is very well liked within the NBA. So they left Jeannie in charge. Now, the next step he's going to do, Pelinka's still probably going to have a title, but he's not going to be the brain trust. What he's going to do?
He needs to be gone from the Lakers.
Are you done? Because what's going to end up happening, they'll probably hire old boy Bob Myers that was with the Warriors to help run the Lakers. They're going to bring him from, you know what I'm saying? The writing's on the wall. Y'all Celtics fans, count your numbers. You've been
anyway. Thank you, T-Quest. Thank you, Nino. We appreciate y'all.
This is what happens with Suns fans.
Yeah, because we ain't hearing no Laker talk. No, we ain't hearing no. No, not doing.
I should say Suns. What do they call them? Suns cheerleaders, because y'all ain't got fans. But go ahead.
You know what? Oh, we going there.
We
going there.
Didn't the Suns just trade Kevin Durant for like?
Yeah, they did. What the hell? And I didn't like that trade. I didn't like that trade. Dylan Brooks and goddamn Jalen Green for Kevin Durant, and we got
the 10th pick and a bunch of other stuff. But my thing about that trade is
I didn't like that.
They got screwed because Bradley Beal said, "I am not waiving my no trade."
That part, and that's the one you got to get rid of.
I would have cut that.
That's the one
I would have cut him.
Not cut him. I would have put him low on the depth chart. No minutes.
But then you're still paying $50 million a year. So cut him.
You can't cut him.
This is why I'm an NBA 2K GM. I would have cut that one.
You know what? Anyway, thank you.
I would have cut him on me.
Thank you. T. Are you done?
No. We're not done here because you just took 15 minutes of this interview and talked about sports. So I'm assuming there's another question for us before we head out of here.
Of course. I love how she did that.
She bullied me on her own show.
And I ain't got no problem with it.
I can't say shit about it.
I ain't got no problem.
Oh, shit. God damn it.
So, we talk about power couples and things like that. How they...
In action.
She really laughing at you right now. Oh, God damn.
She picked up on the vibe where I was going to. She picked up where I was going to.
She's laughing at you, bro.
Now, as being such strong entrepreneurs in business,
Black entrepreneurs in business, in this climate.
Let me know when you're done. Let me know when you're done.
Go ahead.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Because I think she put you in the corner.
I'm gonna put you in the corner.
Don't put baby in the corner. Baby puts himself.
Be careful. Pause. Be careful with that. Be careful with that.
You don't put the baby in the corner. No, you don't do that.
Ask your question.
No, did he?
No.
But
pause.
When it comes to the homestead, how do you check out to keep yourselves as a power couple when you get to the homestead? Because I'm quite sure you guys have you bump heads at work and you got to go home. And sometimes, T-Question, you know what I'm talking about, right? Sometimes you get to the homestead and it's still there, but you know what? It's home. It ain't work. What keeps you guys going as the power couple that you are when it comes to homestead?
Well, that's a great question, Puckett. Well, the funny part is we are entrepreneurs, so we work from home. You know, I have my cubicle. He have his cubicle. And hi. So
Damn. Close to home, huh?
yeah, but at the end of
No
the
traffic.
day,
No traffic.
if there is either a slight disagreement or something, those moments will last only for a moment because there's nothing that serious to taint our wonderful union. You know what I'm saying? So either we're gonna talk about it or we're gonna have a moment and just breathe for a second. But at the end of the day, our love is so strong. It's nothing that serious that we have to have any rifts or bad energy to last longer than a second.
So this is what I want y'all both to do for me before we end this show here.
We got
I
homework.
want each of y'all to give a statement to the viewers in regards to your personal feelings. Y'all can talk to the haters if y'all want to. Y'all can talk to supporters
Why
if
are
y'all
you
want
extending
to.
this? Just get to your point.
Can I finish, bro?
No. The Suns fans don't get that long of it.
Keenan
Get
and
up.
Cal, you gotta relax. What's the question?
Oh, my bad. Oh, we're still live. Go ahead. Come on, man.
You done?
Go.
You done? I want both of y'all, because we call it ended remarks. I want y'all to talk to the people and tell them, maybe encourage them in regards to like maybe couples or individuals that are getting into the realm of what y'all do, right? Business wise, personal wise, collectively wise. Talk to the people. Nino, let's go with you first.
Wow. What I want to tell the folks out there, real talk. Don't never give up. You know what I mean? Try to live your dream. And if you live your dream, you're not really working. You know what I mean? Try to live your dream. Don't let any haters out there discourage you from your dreams, and remember to keep your dreams based in reality. I mean, because we all want to be quadrillionaires. That's not really going to happen to everybody. But as long as you're doing something that you truly love, then you don't really feel like you're really working. You know what I mean? And if you can work with your baby, makes it even easier. Ain't that right, Boo? Talk to him.
It's so smart. Now, at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing if you can work together with your partner. Because you got to realize we came together, working together, and then our union came after, right? So that level for business and connection was already there before our wonderful union. All I gotta say is communication is very important and respect is very important. Some people feel like you can be more lenient when it comes to respect and disrespect because, oh yeah, that's my people, that's my fam, that's my person. No. Respect have to always be there. Communication has to be there. Professionalism have to be there, whether you're in a boardroom, at a job, in your home. Professionalism at all times, because at the end of the day, you want to make money, but once you clock out, that's still your person. That's your peace. That's your safe haven. So you got to make sure that energy and where it needs to be clocked in or clocked out. Cheese.
There it is, right there. I can't say it any better.
Just like the Suns, you don't show up in the fourth quarter. But I had to.
Yo, it's J-Dub expressions when you talk about the team is
Facts.
epic. Epic.
You know what? We enjoy every one of y'all. Thank y'all for coming in, keeping it live, keeping it proud. Matter of fact, don't forget to
Mrs.
tune
Dub.
in. Don't forget to tune in because guess what? Not only do we have a show, but they got a show.
And they show us fire as shit too.
I think it's so funny.
I ain't gonna lie. The T-Quest show with Il Nino, that should be on point. Sometimes, and the thing about it, you never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you might get an exclusive mix from Nino,
And sometimes you might not.
and then sometimes you get a message from T-Quest.
And then they drop knowledge like a
Bloop, 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 bloop.
But either
But not
way,
too much. Only a few for free, but then they got to pay for the rest. So it's all about the balance.
but you know what? With love, with specialness, and you know what, Nino, if nobody told you today or the day before or last week, happy Father's Day to you, my man. Because guess what? If you don't have any kids, guess what? You birthed your empire.
There it is. There it is. Shout out to you. I appreciate that. And shout out to my kids. I got, for calling me on that day. You know what I mean? I love my children. You know what I mean? I love my children. I talk to my youngest. I literally talk to my youngest every single day. Every single day. I talk to her. So
that's what's up.
And hopefully they tuned in and saw this episode.
If not, share it. Everybody that watched, share this episode. We on YouTube, we on Facebook, we on Twitch, we on everywhere.
Insta Boogie.
Insta Ho, but I can't say that.
Insta Boogie, J Boogie, L Boogie, Lakers in 5. All right, let's go.
What?
I don't know what that was, but if you understood it, all right.
Only Lakers understands Lakers.
Bye, y'all.
Facts.
Until next week, we'll see you.
Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email PD&J Media Productions LLC at gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?
Thank you.